I live in Disneyland in San Jose. Everybody's making 250,000 plus a month or a year. A family of two should be making about $400,000. By the way, I did a video on this. $272,000 a year in San Jose is near poverty. Okay, you're below middle class.
That's crazy, right?
Okay, it's insane, right? But anyway, so I don't think there is a glut of homes like we had in '08. There were a lot of homes made, and there were people renting them out, so forth, and buying and buying and buying. Right now, we have a lot of people waiting for the interest rates to come down to buy the house, and we don't have enough homes to satisfy that demand. So we've spoken about this before too. In California, there's so many rules and regulations. It costs a lot of money to even start a house. You heard about the $1 million toilet in San Francisco?
Yeah.
You heard about that? Yeah. They donated this toilet to San Francisco. Donated, okay? The company that makes them said, you know what? It's very expensive. We'd like to give you a toilet. So they gave it to San Francisco. It still cost $930,000, I believe, to install that toilet. Mandate, soil report, environmental report, collision, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, whatever, all these stupid things that they had to put out there. 930 for a donated toilet to a public. So this is the problem with California. So in my opinion, I don't think there's a crash. You might have a correction, and I think a lot of people, or maybe you're seeing this as well, price adjustments. Well, you're asking $2.3 million for a house that's worth 1.7. You're going to do a price adjustment on that, okay? So it's not, you price it too high. And I think that's what's going on with a lot of the markets. In San Jose, personally, condos are sitting on for about 30 to 45 days. Houses, under 30 days, okay? It's sold. Put it on the market, and you're almost done.
He's looking for a crash.
Oh, yeah? You think so?
I'm not looking for a crash. I'm looking for a correction.
Okay. How much of a correction do you think? Percentage-wise, like $1 million, how should it be?
I'm thinking it's gonna range from 10 to 15%, maybe.
Okay, 10%. Let me give you 10. Okay, it's an easy number to work with. If $1 million house, it's going to come down to $100,000, maybe. Okay, I'm going to disagree with you a little bit. I still think there's more people out there, especially in my area. And I don't know with Los Angeles, because Los Angeles is a way different market than San Jose Bay Area. There are no homes available when they come out. Poof, 20 people are out there looking at this thing. I did oh my God, this will drive you insane. There was a house in Sunnyvale, I did an open house at 1,300 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath on a 7,000 square foot lot, listed at 2.3, sold at 2.8.
Wow.
1,300 square feet. The rest of you guys in Kansas, Florida, if you're watching this and you're going to throw your coffee out at the camera, yes, I understand what you're saying, okay? This is what's going on. And this is not just, so imagine, they listed at 2.3. How many offers they got to jack that thing up to 2.8? Think about that. That's the kind of the demand that I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of cash buyers.
For those, no, those are great. Okay, but for the buyers who bought that 2.8, they're what do you call it? Financed 100%. So for us in the mortgage game, you want 20% on that one. For those, yes. For some of those places, yes. And I'll tell you where that money could be coming from too. It could be coming from overseas money, which is Chinese money at some point, right? And we're seeing more and more of the Chinese involvement in this. And I don't want to go down that deep rabbit hole with you guys right now, but you guys heard about the sister schools in China, right? With the diplomas that they're giving. They bought the diplomas for their students.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I got to get Sonia Shaw to sit with you guys. So she's running for superintendent of schools. There's a thing, Chinese have schools in California, and they have a sister school in China. They're buying diplomas for the Chinese students over there. Wow. So they're buying these diplomas, and these Chinese students are receiving an American high school graduation thing, and they're getting accepted into colleges, so forth. So don't think that this dark money that we're talking about here, it exists. It does totally exist. And it depends on what range you're in. In San Jose, for $1 million, you're going to get a condo. $800,000 will get you a condo, 2-bedroom, 3-bath, something like that. Yeah, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, whatever. If you want a house, I think you're looking at probably 1.2 to start. You can find a fixer for $1 million, but yeah, nothing to move into.
Because I mean, even the correction, I don't think it's going to affect, because that's even going to drive up more sales. That's going to actually even go opposite side because of the correction.
Yeah, of course. I mean, correction-wise, it's not going to be a huge difference when people say correction. And a lot of people are waiting for a race to go below 5. I don't think we're going to be seeing that anytime soon.
I don't think so. Even with Kevin Warsh coming in, I guess Powell is going to stick around for a minute.
I think he's going to be on the board or something. I don't know what it is.
Let it go, bro. Let it go.
Let it be.
You are the absolute worst worst president of the Fed or chairman of the Fed that we've ever had in the history of the United States. So this guy's sticking on. You know, since the Fed has been here, I think it's 160 years or 143 years, something like that. This has happened 2 other times. The first time was the first federal chairman. Okay, he stuck on after his first term. The first guy. The second time was Teddy Roosevelt. He asked his guy to stick around for one more term because it was, I think, during the war. So, Mr. Powell, you are breaking all kinds of historical precedents by doing what you're doing. But hey, you know, you have your cake, eat it.
Yeah, they're just. I think it just destroyed everything. You know, it is. Let it be. Like, you know, just adjust a little bit here and there. They're trying to protect supposedly, you know, but then they do the opposite things and.
So Powell is data driven.
Yeah.
So he wants to see the reports and stuff and say, oh, look at that. No, we're still good. So what this is like, I want you guys to imagine you're driving your car and you're looking at your rearview mirror the entire time. We just turned. Okay, we need to pass. Okay, turn the wheel, turn the wheel. Okay, no, turn it back, turn it straight. You're always looking at the rearview. You're never looking forward. So he's data driven, which means we have to look at what happened yesterday to make a correction today. The tea leaves that he's reading, if you're familiar with the jobs report last year in July, so every jobs report that comes out, it says how many people got a job, how many people left the workforce, okay? Every month that comes out, if it comes out in January, I get a revision in February, I get a second revision in March. So January's numbers are not real until I get the 2 other revisions because I have more time to interpolate the data. So last year in July, they made a huge revision, 809. The jobs report was off by 890,000 jobs, okay? So they told us they made 3 million jobs, 2.8 million, whatever it was. They were off by 35%. So you're relying on this jobs report to tell you if people are working or if they're not working, and that's your data driven, your data's off.
Yeah.
Your data's completely off. And ever since COVID, we had to remodel this stuff, and it's not right.
Especially if you know it's going to be revised.
It is twice, and then you get the major revision, which is the July and also the November. We also revised down in November again. We goofed by 300,000 jobs. Really? 800 plus 300, that's 1.1 million jobs. You told me we had 3 million new workers. A lot of these jobs are not in industry, government. The majority of these things, not cool. So, are we growing? I think so. So, interest rates should be a lot lower than they are.
Yeah. What do you think about the 50-year mortgage?
I don't like it.
I hate it.
Right. So